One thing that Jesus never said is that if we are to serve and follow him, that everybody is going to love and accept us. In fact, on 2 occasions, Jesus says the very opposite. He says that for his name's sake, we will be hated by all men and all nations. It's a very strong word, and it might sound a bit kind of removed from the life that we live. We think of Christians being persecuted in countries far away, or, we read in the Bible, and, it seems like such a far away place from the society that we live in today that might talk about tolerance and peace and security. But you see, in order to understand what Jesus is truly saying, we need to understand how he sees righteousness. You see, the enemy, who is the prince of this world, no matter what society we live in, his plan was not at the very beginning to convince Adam and Eve to worship him, or for Adam to murder Eve or beat her. But he wanted to remove the authority of God from their lives. He convinced Adam and Eve that they could choose good and evil for themselves, and that they could be like God. And you see, when we become the center of our universe, we're quite happy to accept a God, and a society is quite happy to accept a God that comes to help, that comes to provide love and care. But you see, Jesus, when he came, he didn't come to put a plaster on a wound. He came to save man from his rebellion. He came to remove that heart of stone and rebellion towards him and give us a heart of flesh, a heart of love, a heart of compassion, and a heart where we understand the authority of God and his goodness in our lives. And that was something that didn't go down well with a society that saw themselves as good. They rejected Jesus. They rejected the early disciples. It weren't murderers and thieves that rejected them, but it was those people that thought they didn't need what Jesus was bringing to. We see that Jesus' disciples themselves did not truly understand what he had come to do. In Matthew 16, verse 21, it says that Jesus began to show to his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer many things from the elders and chief priests and scribes and be killed and be raised the third day. And then Peter takes him aside and rebukes him, saying, "Far be it from you, Lord. This shall not happen to you." So Peter, in all of his good intentions, in all his loyalty and faithfulness towards Jesus, when Jesus starts talking about suffering and death, he's thinking, this is not for the Lord. This is not for my God. That is something from the enemy. But he didn't understand. And that's the heart of man. He just sees the things of this world. He didn't even hear the part where Jesus said he would be raised again. And so Jesus turns to Peter, this man who he's just told he's going to build the church upon, the rock that he's going to build the church upon. And he says, "Get behind me, Satan. You are an offense to me, for you are not mindful of the things of God, but the things of men." And Jesus straight away then tells them that if you want to follow me, you're going to go the same way. You need to deny yourself and take up your cross. Because if you really want to find the life that I have come to give, you will need to lose your life. And that's a message that has brought such joy and love and peace to our lives. And we want to share it with everybody. But the tough thing about being a Christian is that not everyone will accept it. In the same way that Jesus was rejected when he came to save. It's part of the Christian life. We will be misunderstood. We will be rejected. But we are not called to compromise. The Lord wants us to persevere unto the end. And I believe if we are faithful to his word, and if we fight that good fight of faith, we will see miracles in many lives around us. May the Lord bless you.